Moving on to question number 5. What are the energies surrounding her dating life playing a primary or like did her dating life play a role? 8 of Swords indicates no. Could be wrong, but it was also in reverse, like really emphasizing no. This is what we call a negative or affirmation of no card. And even if you had a regular card, I'm trying to see which one. Here's 7 of Air. This is a negative card of no. Okay. It would be 7 of Swords. So for me, it'd be a no. So the 8 of Swords is telling me that, was she dating? Was she starting to get out there? Perhaps. I know there's conflicting information. But to our question, we asked, what are the energies surrounding her dating life playing a primary or secondary role? And the 8 of Swords in reverse is telling me it did not. And we can pull, maybe she was starting to get back out there, but I just am not getting a strong sense that it's someone she started talking to. I don't know how far she would have gotten with that. Yeah, I'm just showing you these. I'm not going to keep them on the table. I'm just shuffling just to shuffle. But in terms of her dating life, we have always on their mind, thinking of you, I miss you. So long lost kind of connection, gullible, naive, sensitive. She's still feeling very raw and sensitive with her divorce. Someone is clinging or showing signs of obsession or possession. So there is that. So yeah, maybe I will keep these cards down. But the question, again, was what are the energies surrounding her dating life playing a primary or secondary role? I get this is a no. It's like, no, it wasn't. Yeah, maybe she was starting to put herself out there. I have cards, a couple of cards in here that denote singlehood. Quite a few, actually. Or being alone. And I do get a sense that she was starting to put some feelers out there, but she may have felt raw, exposed, trying to survive and move forward, but slowly but surely, because there was a time not so long ago where she was feeling powerless and trapped and restricted and at times imprisoned by her situation. So she was trying to figure that out, and that's the priority above dating, above, she's just trying to put things back together. She's still sensitive. But yeah, that's interesting to me. All right. Moving on to the next question, which is, what is the motive in causing Ana to disappear? What is the motive? I know we touched on it in the beginning part of this video with the oracle cards, but let's see if we can go a little bit deeper. What is the motive? We have Page of Swords. Two Page of Swords. That's interesting. Someone trying to get the upper hand, I suppose. Yeah, somebody trying to get the upper hand. Something feels out of balance. Something feels out of balance with the reverse Temperance. Okay, so this is one of those questions I'm going to be curious to hear what you all think about it for those of us who read the cards. We have the Page of Swords, right? Then we have Temperance in reverse, and then the Page of Swords again from a different deck in reverse. It's Son of Air. And it felt to me like somebody trying to get the upper hand, something feeling already very not within harmony. Hold on. My mouse, I have to click on it. Okay, so not in harmony. Communication. Someone was wanting the upper hand while the other person who should be having equal balance, equal measure in this dynamic does not. Someone trying to overtalk their way into getting something they want. Playing mind games. Exhausting. And it's because something is out of balance. Something is out of harmony. And then we've got house. So this is a value. Houses, property, money, assets, house. This also can denote this happening in or around her home, her apartment. Could denote that as well. We have weapons. Spirit is directing us to there being something to, I don't even want to say. I'll just leave it at weapons. Subduing or causing grave bodily harm. Mental health. You have to be crazy to do something like this, or somebody's mental health felt out of balance. We have the temperance in reverse over the mental health and crime scene. It's almost like Spirit is saying, like, it may start to come out that maybe she wanted to get away, maybe she's unstable, she's going to a therapist, but really there's an underlying, remember, I'm just picking up on just a sense of someone covering up or trying to say she's unstable, she's, exhausted with life. I don't know, trying to get the upper hand. House is very telling to me. I'm not seeing anything sexually motivated. Okay. I'm not seeing really anything that denotes something like that. It feels very much tied to money. Now, one of you all asked about the T word, trafficking. One of my dear members and subscribers. And that is a possibility. We saw a lot of reference to money tied to her opening oracle readings, part 1 and 2. But I don't know. I'm picking up on something over here that's feeling very sinister. And we also have political affiliation in, I think it was part 1, the video of the opening oracle reading, the first video I recorded. So check it out, because I think when we tie it all together, it's telling quite a different story than trafficking or just a clean abduction. Something with history here. Could be dismemberment. Oh, God. You have to be nuts. But yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the next question. Now we're going to ask about clues. Clues on what happened to her, and if Spirit wants to reveal her current state of being. I go there gently, of course. Okay. Okay. 7 of Swords in reverse. It's interesting. And the Confession. It's one of the keywords on this card that's interesting to me. Clues. Someone who is deceitful. We saw that earlier in the reading when we saw the devious card and the snake card. So there's that. I'm going to pull some additional cards. Somebody going through collapse or ruin. Could be that she's in a place that's dilapidated. Ultimately, look at that. Stranger. Could be a stranger that is the cause of like her. Look at political affiliation came out again. Okay, so what I get a sense of, we need to look at who may have been starting to show signs of collapse or ruin in their finances, in their career, in their life in general. This also could be a physical locale, like old ruins or places dilapidated or abandoned or really, really old, near collapse that she could be at. But it also can just be, metaphorically speaking, collapse or ruined. Somebody confessing some information with the Seven of Swords. We also got the Seven of Air, deception, Seven of Air, upright. Okay. So we have the Seven of Swords from the Rider-Waite-Smith in reverse, and then upright. So this could denote like someone's going to be confessing some information or knowledge about what happened or what they know about this collapse. There's somebody who's involved that is deceitful, hiding things, cheating out of money, cheating for like being like infidelity, hiding things, trying to hide things as it relates to money. We have here gain, 9 of earth, 9 of pentacles. Keyword is gain. Gain. Could be physical, but I don't know. Stranger. Perhaps a stranger. Maybe this is the masked person. You see how the face is obscured. Can't see him. The helmeted person who was vandalizing the cameras. We have outside. Somehow got in from outside. Misadventure. Again, I just get a sense. Somebody trying to throw us. She's not mentally well. She went on a misadventure with someone else. A stranger. She's gone. I'm not quite sure what the parent is, other than maybe parents are, just simply unwittingly or wittingly helping their child. Even Ana, even her family, but it could be his or what have you. I don't know. His being, there's a lot of male energy here. A lot. So we have the political affiliation card. This simply also, too, could be speaking about, we really want Spain to get it right in terms of handling the investigation and finding her and then bringing justice to whoever had a hand in it. But I am concerned. And political affiliation can also speak to governmental bureaucracy that could be going on between the countries. Like, I don't even know the deal with Serbia. Do they have a extradition thing, arrangement with Spain or the U.S.? I don't know that for sure. I would have to research that. Also, if this person who is responsible for the actual abduction of her or causing harm to her, God forbid, can they just hop and skip and jump between borders? That's also a possibility as well. So it can be probably convoluted here, and it may take years to resolve ultimately. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get answers sooner than later, and we'll explore that a bit further in the last question. But we have cold case. Cold case, pray that it's not that. Pray that this is just speaking on potentiality, that this could turn into a cold case if key evidence is not honed in on sooner than later. There's the spoilage of evidence at risk here, and we don't want that. Time is of the essence in speaking to witnesses and gathering key evidence and interviewing people and grabbing them into the web. So that way, if you do need to make an arrest, you can, because you have them near. I don't know. It just feels worrisome to me. Is what's next in the investigation. And before we move on to that one, I do want to say this also could be that maybe one of the parents, like Anna's parent, knows of what may be a potential motive as to why somebody would cause her to disappear. Maybe the parents of the perp. So it could be just simply that they are just in the know about, unwittingly or wittingly in the know. Allegedly. Not that they're implicated or have anything to do with it. I'm not going to go that far, but it could just be that they have some information. Okay, so now we want to know what's next in the investigation. I know I pulled some timing cards. I'll have to look at it in just a moment. We have the Hanged Man in reverse, stagnation. I'm concerned about that. Delays, laziness. Okay. Little bits of moments of justice or things appearing like things are being handled fairly, but I don't know. We'll talk about that in a moment. I'm going to grab some decks here. In terms of justice, I just get a sense, like in the investigation, it's going to move along slowly over the next 3 months or so. The Hanged Man represents things feeling delayed, at least through the Hanged Man period of February 21st to March 20th. They're just feeling like stagnation, just delays. The Six of Pentacles can denote up to 6 years, hopefully not, but it can denote that, or something of significance happening in the autumn, because Pentacles represents the season of autumn. The Swords represents winter, but I think this is just saying here, having to accept some things, her loved ones having to accept some hard truths in the coming months ahead about the situation, law enforcement, about their limitations of what they can and can't do, leading to delays. And hopefully justice will come in due time. Look at this. Government or military, disappointments. But hopefully there is some traction that happens. It's just maybe slow moving. We have cell phone data, cell phone records coming out. I'll pull. And also, I want to check. Hold on, guys. I may or may not pull the timing ones because I'm going to look at the last ones I got. I have the pictures. So we have 6 to 8 years, 9 to 10 years. It is uncertain. Wait for a surprise. May and tomorrow. So what I'm getting a sense here, I'll pull a couple of timing cards, but what I'm getting a sense of here is that either that 6 to 8 years is speaking about some key things happening within the past 6 to 8 years that led up to what happened to her. It could denote it can take up to 6 to 8 years to really get to the bottom of things, get some level of justice, small level of justice here with the little scales in this guy's hands. But we'll get something. We're going to get some information. There will be some progress, but it will be delayed. There will be moments where it's like, okay, we are making headway. And then there's going to be times where it's like it's completely stalled due to government and, interference for whatever reason. Again, we have that tying in with the political affiliation. You all let me know what you think that means. When might we hear something? We have patience is needed. 2 to 3 months. So that's what I was saying. And we may not get the full picture. Maybe her loved ones, her friends, her family will get more information about what's going on behind the scenes. They may even start to be asked. her family members, her friends, look, wait for a surprise came again. Her family and friends may be asked to stop revealing as much as they are about the investigation to help preserve it. So there may be some of that going on as well. So to our perspective, looking at this situation, it may look like nothing's happening, nothing's moving, but it could be that things just are going to be very slowly moving. We have patience is needed. Wait for a surprise came up again. This card is of significance. It came up in the other readings I've done on this case. Check them out. The link is in the description box. And then we have 2 to 3 months. So things we maybe within the next 2 to 3 months getting some more information. We have rule or country. Again, that was how they were trying to throw us. Somebody sent 2 messages to her brother and her friend talking about she went to a villa 2 hours away from Madrid. I don't know. Maybe there is something to that. But not what we're hoping to see. We see somebody's got blood on their hands, and that's very upsetting. And then cell phone records. Cell phone records, pings, what else? Data, cell phone. Maybe a cell phone being found or key, like data about it. So yeah, pings, etc. So there you have it, folks. We are done for now. I may do a reading in the near future. If you think of any other questions to ask for a future reading surrounding Ana's disappearance, let me know, especially as things develop over time. Then it may warrant having another reading. And I get a sense that wherever she's at, her state of being is, I'm not getting a strong sense of her life vibration. That doesn't mean that she's not with us, but I don't like to go much further than that, right? But that's the feeling I'm getting. And in the first parts, we did touch on where are some clues on where she may be at. We got some kilometers there. So if you're wondering about, did I ask questions about where she may have been at or where she is or clues or whatever, like locations, check out parts 1 and 2. We go into that quite a bit in those parts. But this is just wanting to, with the Tarot's aid, to get to the heart of the matter on who may have a hand in this, who knows something, motive, did her dating life play a role, what's coming up with this investigation. So yeah, all of that. All right, friends, do me a favor on your way out. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you all for doing that. Thank you all so much for watching. Let's pray for Ana. Let's pray for her family, her friends, people who care about her. Let's pray for law enforcement to be able to make headway very soon in finding her. All right, friends, take good care of yourselves. Much love, many blessings. See you all in the next one. Bye for now.